That's James's meal for today. So there's some dates, some of that chocolate coconut, ground flax seeds, oatmeal, and saskatoons and a kiwi. And I'm having, it's this stuff mixed in with the oats and almond milk. And James can add almond milk if he wants. I'll show you the nutritional information on this. So a lot of sugar, a lot of saturated fat, hardly anything of anything. Pretty awesome.
It says it isn't a source of proteins, the milk.
Well, it's really not. So I put that on top, the equalizer, the final season on the bottom. I don't know what James is going to talk about today. He didn't bring his book out.
I don't talk about it. I introduced these foods yesterday.
Okay.
There's still some milk in there.
Yeah, you can put it on if you want. So, hope this isn't too wet. We tried to go for a walk, but James got scared and he said we should go back. Well, it started.
I didn't want to get wet, and then those were the pants I got to wear for the rest of the day, and then I get chilled, and then I got to pee a lot. It's just not a good idea.
So this is how I've been starting my morning. So this is my recommend for the for my diet tip for the day is, I suppose, oatmeal with steel cut oatmeal with Vega Sport. And normally I wouldn't be eating this sort of thing, but I got this on sale for really cheap. The one Shoppers Drug Mart I go to, they'll have sale prices on stuff and the sticker on top of it. So sometimes the stuff ends up less than 75% off. Like you're paying less than 25% or something like that, which is incredible. So, and the other stuff, like the dates, I think I paid 99 cents for that today, something like that, and the almond milk was really cheap. So I get these things for really cheap. And I found that last time I dieted, I did not use oatmeal in the morning, but this is going smoothly. This is, yeah, the weight's coming off slowly, I suppose.
That's the way it should.
But
get put on.
It is easy. I'm not feeling badly at all about the diet. It's, I'm not eating very many calories, and the weight is coming off. I'm now, today, I'm 137.8 pounds. And whatever, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every day. It's not like a typical diet, but I'm gonna change things up. Normally I wouldn't have chosen the this Vega Sport thing because it has the peanuts, and I worry about the aflatoxins. So if I'm wanting to diet, I'm also wanting to keep it clean while I'm doing it, because toxins are stored in fat, and so if you're losing the fat, where's the toxin? Where's that going to go? So that concerns me, right? But I think that this food was guided to me because somebody had told me once. Now he was a bigger man and very nice person. But if you look at what he said he liked is eating oatmeal mixed with peanut butter. That's what he liked every morning.
He sounds like a mouse. If it's the guy I'm thinking of,
yeah.
He definitely wasn't built like a mouse.
No, but I tried it and I was like, I don't like this. But then somebody phoned me up recently I guess recently, with it before, since he talked to me years ago. So this fall sometime she was, I think it was phone, not email. Anyway, she said that she really loved eating peanut butter, and she's been doing the ketogenic thing, and so she was going for peanut butter, and I thought, man, if you just Like if you like eating oatmeal and you switch to this with your oatmeal, well, you're going to be way better off than with the peanut butter. That's a lot of fat. And this has, that's what it's relying on for the number one, I think, is, well, number one is pea protein, and then peanut flour, pumpkin seed protein, blah, blah, blah. So, it tastes pretty good.
Peanut butter is not recommended for diet. It's not recommended for any sort of diet, but aflatoxins in it.
Yeah, which is, I mean, we were talking yesterday about the taco cleanse and how I was surprised because most people would cut a lot of the things out that they kept in for a cleanse, right? And one of them, the main thing that they were using, either corn, making tacos with corn or making them with wheat. And the corn, I mean, people worry about aflatoxin with corn. They worry about it with peanuts. I don't know.
They should.
Yeah.
So Pauline was mentioning yesterday about how when she was working in Grand Prairie for a while, I came down here to look after the place and had the dog we just acquired, Paris. And I was feeding Paris. I started out with like one fingertip full of peanut butter, but eventually I got so I enjoyed feeding her so much, I'd give her a whole handful. Well, not a handful.
Yeah, but on every finger.
Yeah, one thumb. And when Pauline got, after the summer was up, she came down here, probably barely recognized Paris. Paris wasn't fat, but she was kind of chunky or whatever. That's
very
cute.
Yeah.
When I first ran the 10-mile road race in Lethbridge, 62 minutes, 21 seconds. Second time I ran it, I was 8th of all the finishers from Lethbridge. That doesn't include people who go to the University of Lethbridge and came from Canada, whatever, but I was 8th. But I was 66 minutes and change. What was the difference? I can remember seeing a picture. Someone took a picture. They were come from work to watch me run the race. And I was in shape. I was hoping I could get under 60 minutes, but I was 66 minutes in shape. And I looked at the picture and said, yeah, I'd been eating peanut butter, a fair amount of peanut butter. And I put on some weight. I wasn't chunky by any means, but I was enough to make a difference in my time. Peanut butter is not recommended for anyone's diet, much less someone who's trying to diet. That's just the way it works out.
Mm-hmm. So what I said to the person who was ketogenic and liked eating peanut butter. Well, since she's become ketogenic, she's become bigger and bigger and bigger. And this tends to be the case with people who go ketogenic. And they become even more firm believers in the diet somehow. They're like, oh, it works. Oh, it's so great. I love it because I don't have all these cravings anymore. And, you know, whatever. But I said to her, you're either burning fat or you're burning sugar. So you've decided to burn fat. Do you want to take it off your body, or do you want to just keep burning what you're consuming every day? So if you're wanting to lose weight and you choose to go ketogenic, okay. But if you plan on losing weight with it, instead of getting bigger and bigger and bigger, then you're going to have to cut the fat out too while you're trying to lose the weight, because you want the stuff off your body to be burned, right? It only makes sense. So it's the same thing about sugar. Right now I'm burning carbs, so do I really care that much about the carbs that I'm eating a day? I'm still taking it down. And this is keeping me full. And so I really don't have any cravings either. I have the oatmeal and it's working, and I'm taking the fiber, oatmeal and fiber, and that's taking it down. So I will be going ketogenic so that I can show this person that I love how to do it the right way. But I don't actually believe in that it's good for a person to go ketogenic. I don't. I believe in doing panchakarma, and when you do panchakarma, you're going to go into ketosis. It's just when you don't eat for 12 hours, you're going to go into ketosis. And with panchakarma, the last meal, you really only take a meal in the morning, and it's a very light meal. And besides the fact that you're taking in fat to try to move your toxins from your body fat into your digestive system to excrete it. So, and then you're not eating again until the next morning. You're definitely going ketogenic when you do panchakarma. And in the past, I wouldn't have wanted to stay there. But I will this time, just to try to help this person that I love out. But I'm not going to stay there for an overly long amount of time, and I'm going to have to be really careful about it. Like, one thing she said to me, she was like, oh, I don't worry about coming out of ketosis now because I go back into it so quickly and whatever. No, you have to worry about that. If you want to go into ketosis, if you want to stay on that fat burning cycle, you have to stay there. You can't be going back and forth, because your body, when it first goes into ketosis, it will be burning protein. It'll be breaking down your muscles in order to make sugar to burn. Before it starts burning fat, you're going to be burning your muscles. So let's say you already have a back injury or a knee injury or something like that, and you're all lackadaisical about how you go into ketosis and out of ketosis. Well, you're burning your muscles so much if you're going back and forth, because you keep, your body will keep converting the protein to sugar for, it could be up to a month while you're in ketosis. Well, that's a long time. That's a lot of muscle you could be burning. So in order for people who are in ketosis, who are doing it properly, more safely, to actually keep from burning their muscles, is they keep working out and they keep eating lots of protein. So what do you want to do? If you're going into ketosis, you're going back and forth, you have an injury, are you going to feel more like working out after you're going into ketosis and out, in and out, or less? If you have less muscle there to carry around that injured area, you're not going to be working out as much. So then what's going to happen? You're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So everybody here who is listening to me right now, you're probably thinking, oh, I could stand to lose a few pounds in the new year. Boy, I'd like to. And I want to do it really quickly, so I'm going to go into ketosis. Do you really? The weight's coming off of me. I've been showing you. Like, it probably, by the time it's been a month that I've been doing this, it'll be 10 pounds off of me. That's not bad. 10 pounds, losing 10 pounds in a month, that's not bad at all. How fast do you want it to come off? And I'm not in ketosis. I'm not, I'm eating, this is keeping me feeling full and feeling comfortable. I'm able to exercise, and it's not hardcore exercising. Like I said, it's just this little machine that is sort of like cross-country skiing, only maybe easier. So it's really not strenuous at all. It's just, I'm doing it while watching TV. I'm watching this morning it was The Equalizer, and I was like, oh, I hate that I'm on this machine right now watching The Equalizer, because it's an awful show. thankfully they've realized that they should this is the final season.
Good.
Wow, it's bad. And then I was seeding tomatoes afterwards, and I was like so thankful that I was seeding tomatoes, so I didn't really have to pay attention to the show, huh?
You were mentioning that show. Who was in it, or what's
Queen
that?
Latifah.
Oh,
so
that's
she's
right.
Just
cut that short. Whoever had that idea, stop having stupid ideas.
Yeah, because it's really, I don't know. She's a very big target. There's people shooting at her, and she's running away.
Big, slow
obviously
target.
not very quickly. And somehow she doesn't get shot all the time. The show is just stupid. It's really poorly written, and the acting is dreadful.
Just because
I don't know how it
Ice-T
stayed on as long as
went from rapper to actor.
Oh, that might have been what they were
reasonably well.
thinking with Queen Latifah. They were like, well,
But
she was
it's
doing
not,
kind of rapish sort of stuff,
Yeah,
right?
He's not exactly Steve Carell or Philip Seymour Hoffman or.
No. But
So,
he's better than she is.
of course, but just because it works in one case doesn't mean it's going to work across the board. So don't go casting Snoop Doggy Dogg or whomever, please.
Yeah.
Ice-T, Vanilla Ice or whatever. Just don't do it. Don't cast Eminem. Well, he was in the movie, wasn't he? Eminem. Whatever. Just stop right now. Stop right there, as Meatloaf once sang.
So
No, see, he didn't sing it. It was Ellen something or other.
I brought this out because got it on discount for next to nothing. I think I paid 50 cents for this container. But honestly, there are better brands of almond milk to choose. And I know you're probably looking at me going, almond milk, but almonds don't lactate. They don't have mammaries or whatever. Okay, I don't care. But there's better ones to get than this one, because this has 6 grams of sugar in 1 cup, so that's 6%. So if you're going ketogenic, that's probably going to be too much for your meal. And you can get almond milk that has none, no sugar, and honestly, it tastes just the same to me. So I wouldn't get that if you're wanting to go into ketosis. This you can use. This you obviously cannot.
Here's the thing.
This you could.
Dieting. What's the root for diet? It's day. It's your daily kind of activity. Please keep in mind, don't look for a diet to go on. Look for a diet to stay on for the rest of your life. Don't punish yourself with a diet. You're not going to like that. Reward yourself with a diet.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing with exercise. Exercises should be a daily sort of thing. It should be part of your diet. Don't punish yourself with exercise. Reward yourself. Now, Pauline, we're stuck up here in Canada, and she's using an exercise
I only
machine.
put half of a scoop of this because it's 30 grams of protein in 1 scoop, and that's a lot. So I put half a scoop. 15 is good in with the oatmeal.
So sometimes it's hard to exercise. It's kind of punishment to walk up here in Canada. So exercise machine is better. But if the weather's at all good, get out there and walk and enjoy the sunshine or whatever, the
It was
fresh
so beautiful. We went to the Weir yesterday, and it was very loud. We didn't know what was going on, and then finally we saw the ice moving down the river, and we thought, I bet it's caught up at the... So we went and looked, and yeah, it was beautiful.
Making a huge sound coming over the Weir.
And then we saw some bald eagles, the American eagles. Yeah. And they were flying around. One came really close overhead, and I was like, oh, I don't have the camera. Every time we see beautiful things, it seems I don't have the camera. But that's not true. It's just, we see beautiful things with the camera too. But it's just when you don't have the camera, you feel like, oh, it's every time I don't have the camera. But
Rarely see them that close. I think I'm getting so decrepit. I was thinking I was prey or something like that. One time, fairly recently, we were walking on the wild side of Waterton Park. It's rare to see anyone on the walk. And I was well behind Pauline, I'm very, very tired. I looked back. I just had this sense. I looked back. I saw these two weaselly eyes looking at me. It looked like a wolf, but it wasn't. It was a coyote. But I think he was saying, man, this guy looks as though I could take him. He looks all tired. He's an old guy.
Yeah, usually they just go after like female joggers or something.
Well, I don't know about coyotes,
but
pumas and mountain lions. You should, when you're like in Calgary, someplace where it should be here. Because we have, I think they say mountain lions down here, don't they?
They found one summer down in the river bottom. There was one, so
always go jogging.
I don't know
with
what
someone.
it was doing here.
Go jogging
Tracked
with
a long
friend,
way.
because they'd be saying, okay, this isn't a full-grown male, and it might be a full-grown female, and she's tired out. I'll just follow her around, wait for her to get really tuckered out, and then I'm going to beat her up and kill her. So, yeah.
Oh, I was going to mention one thing about this. So when you're keeping track, the taco, whatever that was called, the taco thing mentioned taco journaling. Well, oh, I put the French side in front. So when you're looking at the serving size, this is per quarter cup, and that's the serving. And then when you're looking at cooking, you put 4.5 cups of water to 1 cup of oats, and then you're thinking, okay, well, is that a quarter cup of the dried, or is it a quarter cup of the cooked? And I think it's probably a quarter cup of the cooked. But you know that when you're dieting, you're doing your diet journals, you're probably going to give yourself depending on who you are, I guess, you might say, well, I'm doing it according to the dry, because then I can have a serving because once you cook it, it's a lot of oatmeal. But that's probably not the case. And in the long run, it really doesn't matter how you keep your diet journal, if you're cheating yourself in one way or whatever, because the weight is gonna come off, or it's not, no matter what you do. And you might look at it later and go, yeah, I should have put down the cooked version or whatever, made it a quarter cup serving of the cooked, or who knows. But it doesn't really matter. The process of actually writing down what you're eating will help you make better food choices. So I don't know that it matters if you write down 160 calories or 500 for the meal that you make with the oatmeal. If you're burning carbs, as long as you keep active and you keep losing the weight, well, what does it matter? It's, and this is the most comfortable I've ever been on a diet, is doing it with steel cut oats and the Vega Sport. So that's my tip of the day.
One of the most dangerous things is to always be thinking, like Pauline's active, so she doesn't really have to worry about concentrating on losing weight because she's not losing muscle. But if you're not active and you're concentrating on losing weight, you're going to be screwing yourself up. Don't concentrate, if you're a woman, don't concentrate too much on losing fat. It's natural for women to have way more fat actually than men.
And it's the way women are built, we hang on to it.
Yeah.
It's natural for women to keep the fat because women are designed so that if they become pregnant, the nature wants the woman to be able to carry that baby to term. So the fat is going to stay there. It's going to be very reluctant to leave. So if you're wanting to have your diet buddy as your husband and your woman, and he's losing the weight and you're not, and you're feeling really badly about it, it's just that you're a woman. Don't feel badly about it. It's just try to be healthy.
Try to be healthy.
Yeah.
Now, it's good to concentrate. Like my mother got diabetes when she was about 50, and she was weighing her food, weigh, whatever. She managed to live to be 82, almost 82, which is your average life expectancy. So she got sensible about her eating. Sometimes you don't have to do that. The important thing is eat fruit, veggies, especially veggies, nuts for fat and stuff like that. You probably won't be able to eat too much because it's fairly expensive. Not peanuts, but real nuts. And go eat fish if you got to eat meat. Don't even bother with chicken, especially if you're cooking it yourself. It's so dangerous.
If you eat chicken breast, skinless chicken breast, that's lean. But
forget about beef. You know, my dad, he lived in a place. It was a very nice place for a while until a certain somebody took over his care of his health and whatever. Money, most important, money. But he was living in a nice place for quite a while. And one of those places for seniors. It wasn't assisted care or anything like that. And he'd treat us to a meal at these places.
No, they'd have, like, somebody would come through to clean his place and stuff like that.
No,
they
it's
made
kind
his
of.
meals
But it's
for
not
him.
as though
So,
it's confined to bed.
No.
But they had meals. They had 3 meals a day. Sometimes, I don't know if he had much breakfast. I think he'd have his own breakfast at some in his place. But we'd always go and with breakfast because I like breakfast, or at least I would. And he was saying, you know, I'll have the fish every time they've got it. I have the chicken, usually. Never beef. How long did he live? No, he had long-lived genes in him, both sides of the film. 99 and a half years old. So cut out the stupid stuff. Beef is not good for you. It's not good for you. Cut it out. It'll put the weight on. My dad got serious. I mean, he started to put on a few pounds. Putting on pounds didn't really run in his family, but he started in a sedentary job as a teacher. Started putting on pounds, but you know, when he got older, no extra weight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a lot of muscle. If you get old, like at the beginning of your 90s, you're not walking around a lot of muscle. Pauline was talking about burning off your muscle. Don't do that. There is something like, what is it? Standing or sitting or whatever.
You're going to burn
metabolism.
Exactly, and you're going to burn fat more of your calories. You're going to burn more calories if you have muscle. The more muscle you have, you're going to burn more calories. When you're doing nothing, when you're just sitting around watching TV,
when you're sleeping.
When you're sleeping, you'll burn more calories just having the muscle. So you don't want to lose that muscle.
That's one reason why older people put on pounds. There are any variety of reasons, but more sedentary. What time?
You don't have that much time, but let's see, 25 seconds. What do you have to say, James?
It's just carry around some muscle. Don't, whatever you do, don't burn it off. I've got a relative on the Atkins diet or something similar. Ratchet. Lose 18 pounds, gain 20. Lose 18 pounds, gain 20. Keeps getting fatter and fatter and fatter. That diet doesn't work, and similar diets